I'm gonna be an astronaut.
What's good? What's good? We got on Best Point TV today.
Dee2Real tapping in.
Right. So, why you call yourself Dee2Real?
Just my other rap name want cut it, so just basically I always try to be real and honest, so it's just a little rebrand.
What was your first rap name?
D-Mate.
And you ain't like it? It didn't click for you?
Nah, it didn't stick because it was like I wanted to be like on some Nas shit. You know how Nas had ill-mate, so it's like I'm trying to be like Don so Nas, but people weren't really feeling it. And then I went to Yours Truly D. Then people get somebody that sound like an R&B group, so then I just had to go to Dee2Real.
Dee2Real. So that name is clicking for you right now, right?
Yeah, hey, this the best I've been doing in music, so Dee2Real got to stay.
Whatever. All right, so let's talk about your early days in life, right? So what were you into as a younger kid, like where you grew up at and stuff like that?
I grew up playing sports and shit, so like I always wanted to be in football, wrestling, shit like that. And then it's just like at an early age, like that wasn't cool no more. So then I started getting to other shit. But like at the early stages, that was my focus.
So you said like growing up, like football wasn't like you started getting influenced by other things instead of football. Like it wasn't cool to play football no more.
Yeah, I still played football all through high school and stuff, but it's just like that wasn't like the cool thing to do anymore. Like all my friends, when I was like the people I grew up with, when I was playing football, they was doing other stuff.
So would you say that influenced you to like turn the shift into life and shit like that?
Most definitely, because I always been like one foot in, one foot out. Like I was always the good kid, but then I was always the fuck up doing bad shit at the same time.
That's definitely a fact. So like talk about how you made the transition to making music. When did you start making music?
I always made music, but it's like 2015. It's like when I was at the peak of my fuck up stages in life, and then it's like music was the only thing that I had left. Like they're my only chance to be something in life.
So like when you were making music, did it come easy to you or was it like hard? You said especially what you were saying, like because the stuff you be talking about in your music is like you speaking about real life situations and stuff. When I heard your music and stuff like that. So was it easier to express yourself or like was it hard? Like stuff was it coming out how you wanted it to come out?
Back then it was like I didn't rap about my life because it wasn't cool to rap about being broke and not having money and struggling. So it was like more like swag rap type shit.
Or so,
but then
go ahead, bro.
I was it. But then like my like 2007, we moved to East New York, and then that opened my eyes like different type of music. So it's just like that's how I became more lyrical. But it was like swag rap, soldier boy type shit was like what I was trying to be on back then.
Like so, this 2015 was telling me that's like I remember at that time Soldier Boy had kind of like the what's that junk? I cooked
The
in.
crank it.
Now you said 2015 or what? Or you said 2007?
No, that was 2007, 8.
Oh yeah, you're right. Hey, where you was at? Where were you living? You was living in Georgia, right?
I'm from Georgia, but during that time period, we had moved to New York for like 2 or 3 years before I come back to Georgia.
So talk about the difference between like, cause in Georgia, yeah, and especially like in that area right there, they got some like they have some swag, right? You got the Gucci Man, they have some like you feel me, like that type of music, that type of trap rap, right? And when you come out to New York, it's kind of like you see like who's pop like 50 Cent on popping back then, like they actually spitting lyrical bars, they going back and forth, they dissing. Talk about the difference, cause back then, like in the Georgia, like they getting money out here, but in New York City, it's like everybody's beefing. So talk about like the different environments for you.
But it was so different because like the music in New York was like more street and more grimy. Even though we got Gucci Man, like he talking about trapping, he do it in a way to make trapping seem fun.
Right.
But if you listen to like 50 Cent, it's grimy. He tell like the dark parts of like the streets. Even if you go back and listen to like Dipset, even like the beat selection was like more soulful and boom backwards. So it's like a different culture.
So how would you say that influenced you? Because you got the Georgia scene in you that's popping, You had the New York scene that's popping too. How were you able to like? How were you able to get the influence off of both of your music to integrate your own music?
Just because I understood both words. Like you, like down here in Georgia, it's rare somebody gonna play some Jay-Z. But since I've been in the environment and I can relate to that, it's like I like that kind of music too, and I can relate to the soft music too. So it's like I can relate to both words. So that's why it's like I can just listen to be both and create my own kind of sound.
I definitely see somebody like that. It's like down south, y'all got the same respect for Jay Z as like other cities do. Like y'all respect people like Jay Z, y'all respect people like Gucci Mane. Y'all got the same respect for like Jay Z as other like cities and states do. That's kind of crazy though.
Yeah, it's crazy that people don't down here like it's people who legitimate don't like Jay-Z just because he don't rap over trap beats.
For real?
And it's crazy.
That's crazy. Cause I feel something like it was a situation with Boosie and it was the Dwayne Wade situation. You know how he said something about the comment or whatever the case may be, and they said Jay-Z reached out to him or no, was it Jay? It was Gucci Mane. Matter of fact, let me take it back. It was Gucci Mane, right? I guess Jay-Z tried to reach out to Gucci Mane or something. I forgot what the situation was. But then Gucci Mane was like, "Who the hell is Jay-Z? Like Jay-Z don't mean nothing to me just because he rock nation or what he did. There's like niggas don't be caring about that shit. Like literally straight Atlanta OGs for real.
Yeah, and that's crazy because like, oh, my bad, people text me and shit, but that's crazy. Like Jay-Z really is like he transcended rap. So like to me, Jay-Z beyond rap. He beyond New York. He like he like the godfather of the shit to me. But I can see like with somebody like Gucci who like didn't grow up on Jay-Z can feel like that way. But once again, me being exposed to like that lifestyle, I got that respect for Jay-Z.
I definitely respect that. So talk about like how you were able to use both the scenes to make your own music.
Like people down. So when I came back to Georgia and I started, because I always been rapping, we came back like 2009 type shit. So people consider me like they always say I rap like a New York rapper because I guess I was more lyrical. So people down here, when I started making music, seriously, like 2015, they wasn't really feeling it because I was on like the New York type beats. So I had to find out how to rap over trap beats and still be lyrical at the same time and make my own like kind of style.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So like you said early on, you was rapping about swag rap, right? And then now you rap more on some like what told you to make that different? What told you to make that change? Was just like the air changing, or was you that that was you as an artist saying, nah, I gotta like change because it's not it no
more? Honestly, it's like I feel like when you're not doing something right, like it can feel in your soul, like you're not doing this. Like I can't rap about having all this money. Then you see me out in public, I'm broke, and then it's like in my spirit, I just can feel right rapping about shit I didn't have and going through the struggle. So I feel like I just gotta start talking about what I can really do. And it's easier for me to rap about my life than me to rap about some swag rap shit. Like have to Google some expensive cars and rap about it because I don't know what the fuck these cars is. I never seen it, so I had to Google this shit. It's just easy for me to rap about my life than try to put on the act.
No, that's a fact. And another thing you said, you emphasize in your raps, like you emphasize that you were broke before. Why do you embrace the fact that you were broke? Because a lot of niggas, when they come up, like we still in the hood, like people still be in the hood and stuff like that. They living like their life, but nobody gonna say they broke in the hood. They gonna say, yeah, we rich, we hood rich. That's what they gonna call it. Why you embrace that you was really broke in your music?
Because like when you see artists, you see the published you see them perfect. You see them with the chains. You see them with everything. And I emphasize like, no, nigga, you don't see me with none of that shit. So when you see me with the chains and you see me with the supermodels and shit, you gonna know that I had to work for this shit. I didn't come in the game with somebody handing me something.
Oh yeah. And another thing you emphasize that you don't want to act tough, especially coming up, bro, as an upcoming artist. I feel like everybody gotta put on that tough image. You feel me? Like so people don't test you, especially being a rapper that speaks about pain. People gonna test you. Why you feel like you don't gotta act tough?
Because man, we did that already. Like people who know me in real life, they know I'm the fat funny nigga. But for the street shit, like ask the people who know me, they know I don't have to prove myself. So niggas don't really be living their raps and they feel like they got something to prove. I don't have nothing to prove. Like when I say that I got the Glock 17, that's not just rap. So I don't have to go online and show you that I got it. Like, so I don't have to. I can be funny. I don't have to take myself too serious because I know who I really am.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. And it's crazy that you said that. You say you know who you really are. You don't gotta prove yourself. But then again, you say you don't want to be a role model. You don't want these people looking up to you, nothing like that. Like, but then you put out a positive image. Why is that though? Especially you put out the image, you don't got to act up, but you know you really live this life. Like, why you not trying to be a role model to like the kids or up like your fans?
Because at the end of the day, I'm a regular person. I feel like that's what's wrong with, like, especially the Black community. We follow leaders. We don't follow the movement. So the moment I let you down, you don't say fuck me instead of follow the movement. Like when Malcolm X and Martin Luther King died, the movement died with them. So I rather you follow what I stand for than try to follow me. Because at the end of the day, I'm being perfect. I'm gonna tell you do something right, and I'm gonna be a hypocrite because I'm only human. So don't look up to me. Look up to the good stuff I put out.
Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy you say that, bro. Because a lot of times we hear rappers say like, you feel me, stop the violence. I'll stop this. But then they'll go back in the hood. I mean, back in the music, start rapping about the violence, talk about this, that. Or they might be saying, or they might just be talking crap, like just putting a whole different message than what they really put in their music. Like it's like two different images. So the kids, of course, the negativity is always gonna do more than the positivity, and the kids gonna go the negative way. That's crazy that you said like, yo, don't look up to me, like be yourself. I feel like more rappers should stay on that instead of being a hypocrite. That's crazy to say that.
Right, that's why I don't want to say no names, but it's one rapper. She's from Georgia. His name got two letters in, and I do not fuck with that name because he's a hypocrite. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Nah, that's crazy. Now, but you talked about also like the industry being fake and like this is being like politics and stuff like that. Why you feel like the industry is politics, especially as an artist?
If this like when you first get in the industry, you want this shit to be based off talent. Like I'm the best rapper, so naturally I'm gonna be on the Breakfast Club. I'm gonna get all these looks, but at the end of the day, talent only gets you so far in this shit. This shit is about relationships and money. And if you ain't got now one of those, you're gonna be just another nigga in the hood rapping.
All right. So you feel like that's why I feel like a lot of people you gotta have an image to yourself. You feel me? Like say for instance, Rod Wave make good music. He talented, but it's probably niggas more talented than him. But it's like he the fat nigga making great music. You feel me? King Von made great music, but it's like people believe his background, so it stands out more to people. Like, do you feel like you gotta get an image too, or not? You just trying to rap off your talent. Like you're not trying to get no image.
So I said, I'm glad you asked it because I just put out something about this. Like being real is my image. Like I seen Benny Bush was talking about how you can be a popping nigga without a chain. Like I don't need nothing else. Like me being real and me standing on what I'm saying gonna get the people connect to me. And if I need all that extra shit to distract you, I feel like at the end of the day, all this shit is distraction from what a nigga really stand on. I can have all that extra shit like to build an image. But if I ain't really saying shit, then what the fuck you listening for?
But you gotta think about it. You gotta think about it. Like say for instance, somebody walk into the mall, no chains on, no nothing like that, right? Just regular. Like it's rare that you see people act the way J. Cole does. That's why it's such a big deal. Like we're not getting no haircut, him wearing like baggy clothes. That's rare. That's why it's a big thing. But like say as an up and coming artist, right? You trying to gain everybody's attention. If you used to walk into the mall, nobody might not pay attention to you. But if you walking with chains, you got an entourage, they're gonna be like, oh nah, he's a big deal kind of like. So you don't feel like you gotta go down that path?
Oh, most definitely. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. The music industry, yes, you need an image. You need an image. You need a gimmick, which is a good backstory to sell. But I'm not trying to be in the music industry. I'm in the music business. I'm in the business of making money off of music. I'm not trying to be on the blog sites. That's not my lane. Like I'm here to say what I got to say, and people that connect with it gonna connect with it. But I'm not trying to be Drake. If I'm trying to be Drake level, oh yeah, I need to be the fat cool. I need the jewels. I need all that fur coats and shit. But I'm in the music business, and I'm here to make money off music.
That's a fact. Nah, I could definitely respect that. I could definitely respect that because a lot of times, like, I wouldn't even say that's selling your soul, but it's like you hear oftentimes that artists are selling their soul just to get record deals. Like forget the chains, forget all that, but people really do ink. Like they doing stuff behind the scenes, doing all types of mook stuff. Like just for a record, deal, and that's crazy. Just like crazy that you said like I'm not doing none of that. I'm not even wearing a chain. I'm gonna be real, be me. Like that's what I'm gonna do. You're not gonna hear artists say that they're gonna beef with somebody, they're gonna try to like do all types of bullshit, be on social media doing crazy shit. But I can definitely respect that. But even on Facebook, I seen you say fuck who got next 365, and those are the niggas that was hosting the mixtape, right? Like the rappers hosting.
Yeah, like that's it's I feel like everybody trying to make money off of up and coming artists. Like everybody got a dream to sell artists, and then you like that's why I don't respect an artist that make a nigga pay $500 for a mixtape that you're not gonna be on, you're not gonna promote. You just have your picture on the front of it, and nobody listening to the mixtape. So it's like fuck them, because I feel like that's a scam to me.
Did you have anybody reach out to? Why? How did you figure out it was a scam? Because a lot of people are like, oh, they got this big time rapper that DMs them, and they're like, oh my gosh, she just DM me, want me to be his mixtape. They instantly paying. How did you find out it was a scam?
Because my homie, he was so excited that I don't even want to say, see, this shit be politics, bro. Because like a big rapper had reached out to him, and then I was like, it just didn't sound right to me. Then I read the DMs, and it just didn't sit right to me. Like they don't even sound like, and I knew the rapper that reached out to him, and I'm like, they don't even sound like him. Right. And then I had called him, and he's like, nah, they just run my Instagram to promote that, and I'm like, that shit like really selling people is a dream, bro.
Right. So now, you being an artist that's been reached out to get signed by like a major artist, how like what's the different approach? Like how can you know when somebody's really approaching you trying to sign you? Because you I see someone that say you was Uncle Murda was trying to sign you.
Oh yeah, it's like.
So how did he reach out to you, and how was the DMs like to compare the difference so people know what's real and what's fake? Because a lot of people getting mistaken by blogs and stuff like that. People making fake accounts. They don't know how it feels to get reached out to.
For one, you know if you put in enough work for somebody to reach out to you. So you know if you got like 20 views and Def Jam reach out to you, you know you ain't put in enough work. Yeah, you may be talented, but they not gonna reach out to you. The way I actually got reached out was I was working with Uncle Murda, the artist, to get her on the song, and he heard the music that we was working on, and then he actually just called me out the blue. Actually, my grandma was in the hospital having her second heart surgery, and out of the blue, he just called me saying he liked what he heard and wanted to sign me.
And how far did y'all go with the signing, or did you turn it down?
Actually, life happened. Like he called me on a Friday, and we was gonna schedule a plane ticket to go up there and see how we vibe in person and sign the paperwork. And then she had personal issue with his family, and then I had personal issues. Then we still kept in communication. Then COVID happened, and then that fucked up the whole situation.
Yeah, I say I talked ever since then.
We still talk here and there, but we still trying to get something figured out. And I still talk to his artists at least once a week, so it ain't like it's just like communication between the accounts.
No, that's definitely a fact. I could definitely see Uncle Murda's team. But then you just recently dropped this project called Money Changes Everything, right?
Yes, sir.
Alright, talk about that project.
That is my heart and soul right now. That's like basically my life story. This whole quarantine shit. Like I only want to rap about what I was going through during this quarantine shit. Because I feel like everybody was like putting out fake shit, and then I feel like niggas want to hear something real now. Niggas ain't working, niggas are broke, so we ain't partying, we ain't on the club shit. We want to relate to the struggle. So I feel like it was my time to like make some real shit.
Yeah. So talk about how you went about picking the tracks on it, the features on it, and what came up, how you came up with the name behind
it. The title "Money Changes Everything." It's like money determines where you stay at. Money determines if you're gonna eat tonight. Money determines who you can date. So money it play a role in everyday life. And on the features, I just want the people. When I make music, I do it to like hot stuff sound. I don't feel like I have to chase big names. So when everybody who on the feature, it felt like because I felt like they could add something to it.
Yeah. Not say something wrong with their music on a personal level, not more like on some like business level, right?
Yeah, because I don't like you can pay for a big feature, but if that person gonna help you promote that song, if like everybody got a feature where I can call them right now for anything or to talk about anything. So that translates to the music too. You can hear like these people got chemistry or not.
Right. That's definitely a fact. You definitely hear when people really like enjoying the vibe. You could just tell by a vibe when they're not really rocking. Like that separates a hit from like a mediocre song, because a hit is gonna be that junk turn. You feel me? They both going back and forth. Not one person not killing the other person by a lot. But when it's just a business check, one person gonna kill the person, and it's gonna be you ain't gonna hear that person share that song, nothing like that.
Most definitely.
Hell yeah. So talk about like how Corona affected you besides the Uncle Murda deal though.
Like I had like before this like situation, I was doing songwriting, and that's how I was really trying to eat, like just off of publishing and all that kind of stuff. And then it's like nobody doing shows no more, so like everybody was just like it just turned down everything for me. But on the flip side, it gave me a career because I had time to focus on myself, and I had time to sit back and like, okay, what we really doing with this music thing? You gonna go full blast? You just gonna be another nigga who could have did something.
All right, so I got a question for you as a songwriter. As a songwriter, when you writing a song, right, and then you feel like this song could be a hit, do you be like, I don't want to give it to an artist, I'm gonna keep this for myself? How you go about picking what song you gonna keep for yourself and what song you gonna give to an artist?
When I'm in the songwriter mode, I'm specifically focusing on that artist. Like I take me out the crazy. I try to be them and make the song like with their personality.
Oh,
it's not like
so with this songwriting thing, it's like people reach out to you first, then you write the song for them. I thought people just have songs and then the artist goes about picking what song they want for them.
Nah, it's either or. Like sometimes people reach out to me to make the song, or sometimes I'm just in the studio and I'm like, oh, I think you sound hard on the song, and then go from them types.
No, that's what's up. That's what's up. So what else? Like, talk about how it affected your Corona. Other than that, like other than songwriting and stuff like that, what else was going
on? My sister got Corona. You know, it was like being going to go to the store, like freedom. I felt like our freedom was took from us for a little bit. It's like the mask thing. It's like everyday life was like put on hold.
Nah, that's definitely a fact.
But then after a certain while, like Georgia just said, like we got to go back to normal. So that didn't last long.
Yeah, cause I was in Atlanta in January and nobody was wearing any masks. Like y'all didn't care about it. I was like, if I catch you, I catch it. If y'all don't, is what suck.
Well, we had 2 months where we took it serious when we were buying out the tissue. But after that, we like, fuck this, we gotta get back to normal. But it still slowed down stuff because like I remember like Walmart had like a restriction where only 5 people could be in Walmart at one time.
But that's crazy. You probably had to wait line outside crazy or waiting in a car crazy.
By a long line, and everybody just on top of each other. But only 5 people can go in the store.
Nah, that's crazy. That ain't it. Nah, but so like you said, now you like that you adjusted to it, like y'all adjusted to it now, like you fighting in the zone where you write music for yourself, right? So talk about what your plans are.
Right now it's just to keep promoting this project, you know. I'm already working on my next project called Good Dope Sell Itself. That's produced by my homies. Yeah.
What's the reason behind that name?
It's just like I feel like if the product good enough, you won't have to like beg people to test it or to beg people to buy it. It'll sell itself. So I feel like if my music really good as I think it is, it'll sell itself.
Right. All right. So talk about like what's gonna be like how this is gonna be different from your last project, Money Over Everything.
My homie Space Beats, he's making all the beats for this project, and basically it's gonna be more up tempo. It's still gonna have that pain element to it, but it's gonna be more up tempo.
I definitely respect that. Now, but so other than that, what you got going on for the rest of 2021?
Just keep grinding. I want to do more features. I got that project I'm working on, and then I just want to level up each month. I want to level up. I want my numbers to go up each month. I want the amount of content I'm putting out to go up each month. And basically, I just want to stay busy because I felt like 2020 was a year to reflect. Now 2021, you gotta just start making the stuff happen.
Yeah. I could definitely think that. Now, but we about to sign out, so let them know your social media, how they get in contact with you.
Just follow me on Instagram at official Dee2Real, and follow me on Facebook at Dee2Real Music.
All And shout out BestsPointOfViewTV for this interview.
And shout out to Best Review.
No,
TV
Best
for
Point
the
of
interview. I'm tripping. All right, shout out to the homie Best Point of View for this interview. Y'all tap in. You based out of upstate New York, right?
Yeah, but I might start traveling around soon.
All right, so he about to be international with it. So y'all tune in.
Oh yeah, and we out.
Check it, check it. Trials and tribulations, I'm just trying to live my life, hoping to make the right decisions, cause I wanna live it right. I remember nights, no sleep, feeling weaker than 7 days. Now I'm using my clever ways to make sure my songs getting played. But these niggas doubt me, they think I'm not gonna make it. But soon I'm gonna be rich and happy, that girl getting naked. I promise you I'm the best, supreme Nakshi. I'm on the rise, smoking dope and I'm getting high. Spirit, she floating to the sky. I wonder if they go think I'm a joke because